The Lions will not be taking Malik Willis at number 2. Let's Talk Lions. Welcome back to an all-new episode here at Let's Talk Lions. My name is Jay. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you, all of you, for subscribing. I saw a huge uptick in subs this last week. I can't thank you all enough for taking that leap of faith and clicking that little red button. So thank you all very much for being a part of what we're doing here. Speaking of which, I have started my own Twitch channel where I'll be streaming me playing Super Smash Bros. Just hanging out with you, talking whatever we want to talk in the chat. That could be Lions, but it'll also open it up to D&D, Lord of the Rings, a lot of the nerdier things that I like to do just while playing some Super Smash Bros, hanging out, streaming, talking with you guys. So it'll be separate from this. You can find that at twitch.com/OsirisBellhorn. Let's roll into today's topic. Malik Willis. I don't really understand what happened. His pro day, he had a great showing, and then out of nowhere, the hype train for Malik Willis from Detroit Lions fans not only left the station, but it grew some Pegasus wings, and it took off flying. So now, hovering above the great city of Detroit is a train with wings shouting down, grab Malik Willis at number 2. And it's not going to happen. And that's just me projecting from what we could tell, from what Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell have done, from everything we've seen since last year with the new regime beginning. Malik Willis at number 2 just does not make sense. Not only does it not make sense for the Detroit Lions as a whole and where we're trying to go at this moment, but it doesn't make sense for who our GM and head coach are. Like there's just this disconnect. And I understand that Malik Willis had a phenomenal pro day, and we saw the arm strength, and all of a sudden, I just saw a huge uptick in Lions fans everywhere going nuts, shouting from the rooftops to bring Malik Willis here to Detroit. And if you're one of those people, that's fine. I mean, every person's opinion, I love hearing it. I love having these conversations with you. But Malik Willis at number 2 is not going to happen, and it doesn't make sense, and it should not happen. And I'm just trying to come at this from a very rational, non-biased standpoint, because about a month ago, I put out a video about Malik Willis's, the pros, the cons, and, is it something that the Detroit Lions should look at? And I got a lot of really bad feedback, a lot of negative feedback and criticism regarding the guy. And then 1 month later, he goes and has a pro day, and all of a sudden everybody's on the Malik Willis train. And it just doesn't make any sense, because we had an entire season to watch Malik Willis, and there was nothing there that proved him to be a quarterback who should go at number 2, who should go in the top 5, who should really go in the top 10, in my humble opinion. Because let me ask you a question. If Malik Willis was the right guy for the Detroit Lions at number 2, what took so long? What took so long for everybody to say, yeah, he's the right guy? A pro day? Because it shouldn't just take that. We all watched his in-season play, and quite frankly, there's a lot of holes there, like Shia LaBeouf. There's just too many things that I see to say at number 2, Malik Willis makes sense. And that's just without even considering Jared Goff. The Lions have glaring needs, and quarterback's just not one of them. And I know that some of you right now are heading down to the comment section to just parade and slaughter Goff, but I will stand on what I said before. I believe Goff is better than a bridge QB. I believe he will be more for Detroit than just a bridge quarterback. And maybe you hate hearing that, but I'm not sorry about it. I really think that Goff has potential to be a long-term option here in Detroit. And if you disagree with me, that's fine. Let's humor one another for just 1 minute. If Goff is simply just a bridge quarterback to you, the projection is the 2023 class has some better quarterbacks than the 2022 class, and if Goff is simply just a bridge QB, we can all expect the Detroit Lions not to have a great record this year. And if that's the case, hey, draft position sounds like the Lions might be able to jockey for a quarterback next year. You see what I'm saying? So in that regard, what would be the point of drafting Malik Willis right now if we don't love him? If Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell doesn't love him, but rather next year we find ourselves in a situation where we draft a quarterback. The Lions have too many other glaring issues to take care of, whether that's edge, safety, wide receiver, linebacker. We have other positions that we got to fill early with talent, and it's not quarterback. And that is why Malik Willis is very unlikely for Detroit at number 2. Willis is a huge risk. He's got great arm strength. He's got mobility, the dual threat. But he's a risky pick because he is not this well-established quarterback who's accurate. He's got the arm strength. Maybe he's not mobile, but he can fit into a scheme real quickly right away. Because he's more of that unpolished, raw potential, that side of it, it is a much riskier pick. And Detroit just can't do that at number 2. I'm going to beat the dead horse. Goff is coming back, second year in the system, a part of the Detroit Lions. Josh Reynolds is back. We bring in DJ Chark. That's going to be huge on the outside. Quintez Cephas coming back off the injury. Amon-Ra St. Brown emerging as a phenomenal wide receiver in the NFL. The running game is established. The healthy O-line, all of it. I believe in Goff, and I believe that he can be great here in Detroit, that he can lead us to that NFC North title and to a playoff win and hopefully more. And honestly, for these reasons, I really believe that the coaching staff, that Holmes, Campbell, and co. see this. They obviously believe in Goff and they brought him here and they know that. And so with the glaring issues, whether that's edge, safety, linebacker, whatever you want to call it, that's where we got to draft early. We got to get playmakers, people who are going to make differences in that capacity. And then in 2023, when the quarterback class is that much better, maybe that's where we make our move. The hype train for Willis came far too late for it to make any sense for Detroit to make this move. But with all of this said, to close this out, I will say this. If for some reason the Detroit Lions, if for some reason Brad Holmes makes the selection of Malik Willis at number 2, though I will be confused, baffled, disappointed, I will choose to support it because I trust Holmes. We have seen Holmes' track record in LA, seen it here last year in Detroit, and if there is some sort of scouting evaluation that we as the layman, we as the fanalists can't see, I'll trust him. I don't want it. I don't believe it to be the right pick, and I don't believe that being the direction that the Detroit Lions will go. But if it happened, I will support it. Not blindly, but based on track record. I don't know, just my thoughts heading into this draft season in a couple of weeks, getting ready for it. The hype train for Willis is hot right now with the fan base, but it's not the right move, and it's a move that the Detroit Lions will not make. Just my 2 cents. How do you guys feel about it? Do you want Malik Willis? Are you like, yeah, maybe not? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's discuss. Have a good time. And as always, I'll catch you next time. All Let's Talk Lions.